Hey guys, today we're going to be making some summer sausage. It's going to be over the next 2 days. I got the Bearded Butcher's sea salt and pepper blend. And then we're going to add this to our 21 pounds of venison and it's 4 pounds of pig fat. So we're going to cut this and add this to it. Throw it in the grinder. So we're going to mix this up really good. All right, we got that mixed up. We're going to pour it over here and to our grinder. We're going to mix it up a little bit more when it's in this tray. Get all the seasoning mixed up good. We're going to flip our grinder on. We're going to grind this twice, and then we're going to throw it in the cooler overnight. Then tomorrow we'll do a video of us stuffing the summer sausage and putting it on the smoker. We're gonna take a little of this out, add it back into here so it gets the double grind through here. And then we're gonna grind all this one time. Just want to mix this up one more time. Start pushing it through for the second grind. Get all that venison and pig fat mixed up really well. All right, so there you have it, 25 pounds of pig fat and venison. We'll put this in the cooler overnight, let it chill, get the spices marinated in it real good, and then we'll stuff it in the morning. See y'all in the morning. As we showed y'all last night, we mixed our sea salt and pepper to our 25 pounds of venison and pork fat. Here's our product, and it's been chilling in the cooler all night. So what I like to do is take 12.5 pounds and put in another tote. It makes it a lot better. It makes our high temp cheese and our jalapeno flake and powder to it. I'm gonna start by putting this in this bin. I just kind of guess at it. Get about half and half. This has got a really good sticky texture to it. It's bonded pretty good with that pig fat. I like to use about 4 pounds just because I've just been playing with it for different batches, and I found that 4 pounds of pig fat, 21 pounds of venison is about the right ratio for the texture of the summer sausage. So I'm just going to kind of mix this up a little bit again. I got about 12 pounds here and 12 pounds here. Trying to break it up a little bit so I can mix the high temp cheese in there as evenly as we can. All right, got that mixed up. This is Bearded Butcher's high temp cheese. You can order that on their website. It's a really good product. I like their products, and their spices are real clean. So you put about half and half in each one. And then this is their dried jalapeno and powder mix. If you don't like heat, I wouldn't put this in there. This is gonna give it a little bit of heat. It's not too bad though. I'd say it's kind of a medium to hot heat. This is their powder. So I'll sprinkle about half and half. I like to put the cheese in first and then put the powder on top of the cheese. I feel like you can get it a little bit evenly mixed through the meat like that. And this is the jalapeno flakes. This is just dried jalapeno right here. I gotta stand away. That stuff will get to me, just make me sneeze. This is pink curing salt, but I add this into some cold water. It's about 1 cup of cold water. This helps bind everything together, and a little bit of curing that summer sausage where if you left it out on the counter for a few hours after it got out of the refrigerator, it's not gonna go bad. Stir this up good. We pour this right over top of this, about half and half over each tub. All right, got that poured in there. Now we're just gonna mix this up really good. I know you can buy mixers, you could do it that way. That'd probably get it bound a little bit better together and mixed a little better, but I found if you mix about 12.5 pounds at a time and you can get it mixed pretty evenly. Oh yeah, this stuff's got a little, jalapeno's got a little bit of kick to it. As you start to mix this, you can feel it kind of binding together. That cure with that water, it helps bind everything together, and so you get a nice dense, you stuff it, it's real nice and packed and dense in there. You want summer sausage to be really tight in the casing, so you cut it, there's just not like air pockets all through it. Then I'll throw all this in the 1 tub. Might try to mix it up a little bit more. All right, got this pretty well mixed. It's nice and sticky, binding together really well. We're gonna take this over to our stuffer. This is a automatic limb stuffer. I've had this one for about 2 years. I really like it. There's a lot of other brands out there you can get too. I know Meat, my vacuum sealer, Meat brand, they make a stuffer. This will hold about 15 pounds. You can buy a hand stuffer, or it has a hand crank on it. They're a little bit cheaper, but I highly recommend getting automatic one because you just got a foot pedal on it. You just start it and stop it with your foot, and it's a lot easier to do by yourself. A hand crank one just seems like it's so hard on your arm trying to crank it. It's hard to get it really good tight up. The casing, trying to pack it really, really tight. It's hard to do it with a hand and get it tight. I'll show you here in a minute how easy this one is. Warm water, these are limb casings, 2.5 inch casings. And you just kind of strain all this water off of them best you can. We'll lay those here. Put our stuffer, and it's got a down arrow right here. You just push that down arrow. You can turn this higher or lower, but I like to keep it pretty low right here, so it's slowly going to come out, so I can control how much I get in the casing at a time. Casing over the sleeve, this will hold about 3 pounds. You just want to keep pretty good pressure here as it comes out. You want to get the casing as stuffed as tight as you can with the summer sausage meat. So I got a foot controller down here. I just push out with my foot and just let it go out. Whenever I get to where I want to stop, I just let off my foot and it stops the machine. See, I got a lot of tension right here. Squeezing this, the tube right here and you're squeezing it really hard, so it's just packing it. You want to pack as tight as you can. Just let off your foot. Gets near the end. You want to leave a few inches there, that way you can get a good twist on it. They send a rope, I think, with these to tie in the end. I like to use a zip tie. Seems like you get a little bit better hold on it. Zip tie that down nice and tight. You can take and trim it off with scissors if you want. Well, there's 1 3-pound roll. We're going to do about 2 more like this, and then we're going to put those on the smoker, and then I'll finish stuffing the rest of them. So like I said again, you just want to make sure you get it as tight as you can. Holding a lot of pressure here, and your hand will start cramping. If your hand's not cramping, you're not holding it tight enough. You're just doing that to really get that as tight as you can. That way when you smoke your product and you cut it, it doesn't have a spongy look to it, like it's got holes all in it. But anyway, just keep that in mind when you're stuffing these. We're going to put these 3 on the smoker. All right. Lay these 3 here, and we'll got it set to 190. Or put the other 6 in there, and we'll just rotate these on these shelves every 2 hours. Make sure it's smoking evenly. We'll have a probe in it. We have it on 190 right now. At about 2 hours, you'll bump it up to 200, and then 2 or 3 hours, we'll bump it up to 210, and just let it finish off like that. Okay, we just pulled our summer sausage off the smoker, put it in some ice water to cool down the cooking process. Once it reaches the inside temperature of 158 to 162 or something like that, put on paper towels and in this bin, and then I got paper towels and just wiping off probably just a little bit of grease that kind of comes off the pig fat just on the outside of it. I just wipe them down really good. Lay them in this tote in between these paper towels, and then we'll slide them in a cooler, or you can put them in the refrigerator and just let them sit overnight, or at least I like to let them sit about 24 hours like this. That way it kind of just chills down and then cools it all off. You don't really want to cut it hot. Then we'll get it out probably sometime tomorrow evening and show y'all what it looks like. All right, it's been about 24 hours. We're pulling out our summer sausage. It's been chilling in the refrigerator all night. All right, we're gonna cut into our summer sausage that's pulled out of the smoker yesterday. Put it in the refrigerator all night to cool down. Cut it and see how it tastes. Looks really, really good. Peel this outside casing off. Give it a try. That's freaking amazing. Got a really good texture to it. A little bit of heat to it. Taste the cheddar cheese in there. It's freaking amazing. Turned out great. Thanks for watching.